if you find yourself with a camera in your hand and you want to learn how to use it, please subscribe to this channel, like the videos, comment down below what you would like to learn more about. Your camera sensitivity is going to be a big part of your choice for your equipment if you're shooting with low light or the natural lighting, ambient lighting styles. Low light perhaps not so much if you're shooting indoors, so I want to be careful to it's still low light even if it's not natural light, but do be aware, because low light situations, say at a music hall, or say a bar that has a musical stage and you're shooting an event because you know the artist, or you're shooting for the artist that's performing. Live music stages, restaurant, bar, whatever, it's going to be lower light, because in my experience those type of stages have very good lighting situations, but it's often darker. It requires greater sensitivity of your photography equipment to be able to break into the visual that our eyes naturally have. So be aware of what you're shooting, where you're shooting, the amount of light that is there. Is your camera capable of shooting in a low light situation, indoor or outdoor, at a higher ISO or ISO settings, so that it's not noisy or grainy, is how some people put it. The other side to being able to shoot in a low light area is invest in your lenses. Don't hesitate. Don't go cheap on yourself. Buy a good lens. Buy the quality lens that you need that allows your aperture to open so wide that, yes, you sacrifice depth of field. But if you have a good quality camera that has a very sensitive sensor allowing you to go higher with a good quality shot and not getting grainy or noisy, which then being coupled with a good lens will allow you to open your aperture wide and get a good focus on the person's face or eyes, or the instrument they're playing. That will give you the opportunity to shoot at a faster shutter speed without sacrificing a lot of quality. Be careful though in what you study and how you get to that piece of equipment. My suggestion is, once you've narrowed your choices down from the entire market of cameras, narrow it down to your best 3, at most 4 cameras, and then go rent each of those cameras and test it out in the situation that you shoot. That way you know exactly how it performs with your way of shooting and how it works for you. Then you can go buy the camera that works best for you. The lenses, real quick on those, if you study out your camera style that you want, you've settled in on the brand and you settled in on the line of camera that you want, because you've done thorough research to figure out what Canon or Nikon, Sony, I guess Pentax is well, anyway, figure out the camera you want. If it's a Panasonic, figure out the make, the model, and the not just the model you're looking for, but the specific line, because each line is specifically tailored or manufactured for a specific purpose. It may not be very clear on what purposes they are being made for, but that's kind of on you to figure out. I'm going for a wide range of ISO, or I'm going for a wide range of shutter speed. So work with what you have, and I'm assuming everybody's going for a style of camera that has detachable lenses, and that's going to be important too if you're looking to change the viewing angle very much at all. So with that caveat of information, you're going to want to buy the camera body that gives you the capability you're looking for ISO range, shutter speed range, and then buy the quality lens, because your lenses will travel with you even when the camera body is gone because you leveled up, or it's something that you're not using really anymore because you do have that better, more current new camera. So the lens quality is going to be important for you. The ability of your camera in low light situations to move that aperture from even if it's 4 or 3.2 down to 2. You're going to want to be sure that whatever lenses you buy for shooting in low light situations, that you buy into a quality that does at least 1.8, 1.4, 1.2 f-stop aperture. I hear some things in the photography market that f-stop is starting to go lower than that for rating, but I think that's almost, at this point in the industry, kind of like the cameras that are doing some really crazy high number megapixel sensors. So we'll get into that later, and hopefully we'll be able to do some product reviews and share with you some of what's going on there. But that's, if you're shooting the ambient light setting, I would suggest you focus on those two things and do your study and research to find the camera that has the best quality ISO setting, which is the sensor quality, so that you have the widest range. Almost every camera is going to be good at doing 100 ISO, but how well do they perform at 4,000 or 3,200 or higher than that? 8,000 is some of the crazy numbers I've seen out of the newer models, and some of them are pretty good, but others aren't so good, and it may change depending on the light quality. So if you have starlight situation at night, it may do very well at ISO 8,000, but when you go indoors shooting a live music event indoors, the light quality may turn out looking very bad. So hopefully that suggestion of narrowing down your options of all the cameras available on the market to your best 3 will help you, so that way you can spend some time with each camera model, renting it for a little while and getting used to it and seeing what performs best for you, rather than having to go in and become the technical guru and know exactly what these different things mean and whose advertising is better than others when their cameras really don't perform the way that they advertise for you. So if you are not a subscriber, we would love your subscription. But to all my subscribers, thank you so much for watching. And I do hope that this content has provided value for you in your photography. If it has, we would appreciate a thumbs up. And if there's other things that you want us to delve into and to share information-wise, tips or tricks also, please let us know and leave a comment down below. Thank you so much. God bless.